I can say no.
Yeah.
I can say no to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that your house is $1.5 million. You're an asshole.
Right. With real estate being such a traditional space, how do you still have the gumption to go do this stuff that's outside of the box?
I've kept a job since I was 12 years old. Like, I've never not had a check come in.
But you do way more. You do more than what other agents do on your properties, which I always find fascinating. This is not like an Alishia Freeman promo video or anything, but you do
We do a
extra.
lot together.
Yeah.
And he did say do.
Okay, that was pretty good. Pretty good. But do you think there's a perception that she can't be doing good if she's doing both a part-time and a real estate agent job?
You either want it or you don't, because I'm not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a mind frame that I think a lot of agents need.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, no, you'll stand firm.
ASRP, US. We'll get right into it, and then I'll have you explain all this. What up, y'all? This is another episode, Stealing from Friends, where we bring on dope folks who do dope stuff. Today, we have a person with a lot of acronyms behind her name, but it's for very good reason. So oftentimes when you hear about real estate or hear about people in general, there's this notion that it's this real snooty, never laugh, suit and tie, tied to the neck, top button bunned up idea of a real estate agent. I'm not going to say she's breaking the mold of what it takes, but this was definitely not my experience when I first met her, and she was almost just like more of a sister than an actual real estate or business vein. So for today's guest, I want to introduce you guys, Miss Alishia Freeman.
Hello, thank you.
That was good? You like that?
Great.
You see how it turns all that around?
Yes. You
All
said
right.
all the letters of the alphabet, and then you actually described me. That was nice.
So before we get into it, what's all them names in your deal? We'll go over it later, but it's almost like 2 sentences worth of acronyms.
Yeah, those are the certifications or designations that I have obtained since becoming a real estate agent.
I'm going to be honest, unless people just don't highlight it, I feel like people may only get one and be done, but you go off and do an extra learning.
Yeah, but that's more for other agents because I'm really referral based. So that's more for other agents to see what I've done than it is for the average person.
Ah, okay. So a normal person on the street, how somebody would have Dr. DSMB, CMB3.
And you have no idea what
that's
those
more so
acronyms mean.
Internally for y'all.
Yes.
Tracking. This episode wasn't brought to you by Coca-Cola or anything, but I'm going to set this off to the side because I can't be giving free advertisement unless Coco gave me something, so that'd be dope too. So before we get started, I kind of want you to go back into a little bit about yourself, what you are, what you do, because you're a person of many coats. Not singing. You don't do singing really well, not as well as me, but you do find a love for the music, and that's something I can just appreciate.
That is subjective.
Okay.
To your mind frame.
For sure.
Definitely not how other people perceive my singing.
Name one. Name one who said,
my husband.
I will give you that one because, keep going. You got 2? Do you have 2?
Yes, I do. I was in a choir when I was in college.
Where'd you go to college? Out in
Arkansas Tech University.
That's right, because you told me about
ATU.
you was in the golfing and stuff too.
Yes. I know more about golf than
How many black
Thomas
women
thought.
you know into golf? Let's be honest with it.
That I know?
Well, I'm just saying, I was more so talking to the people.
Oh,
you have to kind of look and see it.
Hey, people. Sorry about that.
Your camera's going to be there. That's just for reference. So you're going to look like you're looking down if you
keep looking down.
If you look at
If I keep looking down, I'm
if you
gonna
keep
be
looking down, there's no place to go but up. That's from Sing 2 for those who got kids. Okay, so you was at Arkadelphia.
No one said Arkadelphia. I was in Russellville, Arkansas.
We're going to start this over. So Alishia here, thank you for being here today. So before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of what got you into the space you're in now, and what all do you do?
Okay, I can keep it short, I can keep it long or medium. So
we're podcasting. You can do what you want to do.
Okay, well, my name is Alishia Freeman, or on Facebook, I am Alishia Lachey Whitmore Freeman. That's so all the people from my past and present can find me.
That's so the government can find you. You got 4 names?
On Facebook.
You just made up a name for Facebook?
No. Those are all my legitimate names.
No, but so you governmentally do have 4 names?
Yes.
Okay. One of them got a dash in it, maybe?
No.
Okay.
It's not hyphenated.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I am from Nashville, Arkansas. It's where I was born and raised. And I went to college at Arkansas Tech University on a cheerleading scholarship.
Woo woo.
Yeah. I was a cheerleader for a long time.
Can you do a triple axel backflip?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. The most I can do is a back handspring.
Okay. And that's on a good day.
That was on a great day. But no, and I guess I love sports. I love sports a lot. I played softball, I played basketball, cheerleading, track. I do have two state track rings. So I'm not one of those. I'm one of those.
Why is there a difference in that?
Yeah.
Because
some people
like
look like they're running for fun.
Oh yeah, no.
And then
no. Were you more so sprint or
sprinter?
Okay.
Definitely a sprinter.
I didn't understand why I ever had to train long distance if I wasn't gonna be running but for 400 meters, and that's really too long.
I would just stop running.
You know, is the whole thing is what?
A one lap is a quarter.
No. The meter part is that a 400? A 400 is all of it.
Yes.
Okay, 400 was too long. 200 and shorter is probably
that
where
was
I
me.
felt good. Yes,
that was me. I would literally stop at 300, and my coach would just look at me like, "Are you kidding me right now?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not joking. I'm really stopping."
So they had all this in Nashville. Mm-hmm. Y'all had like the dirt or the gravel or what y'all was running on?
Don't do
I'm
that.
just asking. I don't really know.
Do that.
I only know two other folks from Nashville. One was also a cheerleader, and one does not give me. And he said he played baseball. Y'all may all know.
And I know
each other.
you know Felicia.
I know Felicia. That was one.
Fifi. That's what I call her. Fifi.
Chris told me Fifi as well, and I told her Fifi, but I didn't realize. I guess it ain't but 39 people in Nashville.
Listen,
so
Fifi lived 5 houses down from me growing up.
How many houses were there?
Probably 6.
Okay.
On our side of the street, there were 6 houses.
Okay.
Fifi lived 5 down from me.
Man, y'all just had. I need to get out of Nashville. So you went to a school way farther away. And
then I ended up moving to Little Rock in 2007.
Got you. Okay. So with you being in this particular space, there's a couple things that I addressed before we kind of get into the meat and potatoes. Why do people go to college and realize that they don't need college prospectively for the field that they're in, or is there usually just a shift in what you really want to do?
So I'll tell you my experience. I got accepted to college on the cheerleading scholarship, and my dad said, "Why are you going to college?" He said, "You're a worker. Why are you going to college?"
Really?
And I said, "Because I'm going to get a degree, Dad. I'm going to do the things that kids are supposed to do right now." Yeah,
they shove down your face.
Yeah. And I went to college for 2 years, and then I started working full time.
Yeah.
I always kept a job. I've kept a job since I was 12 years old. But yeah, I didn't listen.
Yeah.
My dad knew me better than I knew me. Who knew?
So when it comes to these different industries, especially obviously with yours being real estate and you do other stuff, but for real estate specifically, a lot of times we don't see people last long in these fields, but you've managed to do and I'm going to equate real estate with the civilian to include all the other stuff, but you found a way to include what you do in your regular life to also what you do as a real estate agent and do it well and not, for lack of better words, half-ass it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a big part of that, and sorry for all the they're going to come. Get used to it.
Yeah, get used to it.
What I think my work ethic has a lot to do with my business. Stating that I've always worked since I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
I've always had it. I grew up, my parents had it. So that's the way I grew up. Like, I've never not had a check come in.
I'm going to get it by any means necessary.
You hear me?
That's what they say.
Legally.
I mean, yeah.
Legally.
At the end of the day, I'm not here to judge, know. So if you have to go and Whitney Houston some items.
But as far as real estate, I started working at Lowe's in 2004. I designed kitchen cabinets, worked in management. The management portion helps me in real estate more than anything, I think.
Okay.
Getting to know all of those people throughout all those years, because I transferred between 3 to 4 stores. I built a large base of people, understanding people, different people, and it really helped me to be able to hold a conversation with just about anybody, about anything.
Yeah.
That really makes a difference in not holding myself in a box.
A lot of the times, especially when you're in a field where every individual is different, it helps tremendously to have just a little tiny bit of experience with either dealing with different personality types, different vibes, energies, and so. And obviously you learned a ton at Lowe's that also helps you with people in different parts of their home buying process as well. So what part of that do you feel like people need to go get other experiences before they become an agent to actually help with that? Because you see folks that are 18, 19.
I really think it depends on how you grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my parents never kept me in a box either.
Yeah.
That had a lot to do with it. Or else I wouldn't have had the personality to even get to know people.
Some say,
or the way people work.
Some say you should have been in a box. You a little wild. You a little wild. I don't know if that's a Leo thing with us, but people say we wear a bit much sometimes.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
So,
because once people really get to know me, it's all good.
They're like Alishia.
Yeah. Initially they're like, but then they
get comfortable.
They get comfortable.
Are they getting comfortable or are they conforming? You're saying you're not going to change for nobody. Y'all going to have to adapt.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to. Because I am who I am. But once you see the good person in me, the genuineness is different because we're very loyal.
Mm-hmm. You make it sound like a puppy or something. like a Labrador. So do you think any of that, do you think people need any past experience
No.
So let's say let's say look at upbringing. You've not you in general, but one has been coddled their whole, is that right? Coddled their entire lives. And there's like, you know what? I'm experiencing 2020 real estate. I think I'm going to be a real estate agent, you know? And so their image or what work has to be done to be a successful agent is a bit tainted. And I mean, how much experience do you really know at 19?
Right.
To be, not saying you can't, but is there a perceived, do you feel like that's taken into account that somebody would feel more comfortable buying a $1 million home from a 19-year-old versus someone who has life experience? Like, do you think that ever crosses, or is it all about how you're presenting?
I think it's how you're presenting.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's about how you're presenting. I don't think you have to know everything, or it's about how much people feel comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not going to give you $1 million house.
Right.
They're going to look at you sideways like, how? You have to present your value.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what value do you have? You could be 19. You could have the best social media platform.
Right.
I know my house is going to get out there because you're 19 and you know what you're doing.
Got you.
Already. I trust you with this because the way you do it is the way I want it done. This lady who's been in the business 35 years, she don't even have a social media.
Yeah.
But she sells 100 homes. It's about how the person wants their stuff perceived.
That is so clever. That is so clever. Because as you were saying that about the 19-year-old, my brain immediately thought, oh, yeah, you got the older lady who's been in doggone, were you from Newport? Were you from New Jersey?
I am from Nashville,
Nashville.
Arkansas,
I knew it was
the third time.
I saw the N. I just couldn't put my brain
time.
with it. So, I mean, somebody that's been in Nashville, grown up, and probably built the streets, obviously they're going to probably be the go-to. I'm not sure how much selling is done in Nashville, but the idea is they've been in the game for a long time, so it's going to already be perceived or feel that they're going to get the job done.
I mean, it's going to be about who you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to be it.
Yeah.
To the people that know them. But you have to think about, in real estate in this day and age, younger people are richer than they ever have been.
Why you say that?
I just feel like they have more options.
Yeah.
You can work, but you can also do the stock market.
That's true.
You can also flip a home because you know at 19 now that you can get an FHA loan and go out here and start doing what you're doing.
Dang, that, and shout out to TikTok or YouTube University for telling you how to do everything.
So they have more options.
You had YouTube growing up. You had YouTube.
Did you say growing up? I was grown.
You had YouTube as an adult. You had YouTube in 2001.
Yeah, 2001? No.
Hey Siri, when did YouTube come out?
YouTube was formed February 14th.
It doesn't really matter when it was formed.
The
whole preface of it is we are so thankful to have you here.
The date?
That's not.
I think it's important to the people.
Dates are crazy.
People tell him you want the date.
You know what I'm saying? Dates are wild.
It obviously wasn't 2001.
And what I really want to focus on is going to be how you have such a unique ability. Oh, there's actually a couple videos that I kind of want to reference back when it comes to going outside of the box, especially thinking when it comes to marketing places. Because a lot of agents, either one, don't even do social media or any. It shows which agents are doing the things they need to be doing and where it's leading to. So their XYZ steps are showing that they're successful because of the things they're doing. Whereas you, on some of your properties, some of them we may do something that's super wild outside the box. We may just have you on camera, or we may just highlight it because it's staged pretty well. Shout out to Tony because I move all your stuff.
That's it.
So with real estate being such a traditional space and it's slowly changing, how do you still have the gumption to go do this stuff that's outside of the box?
Well, one is a helpful media team like Avery and Bryant.
Okay. And I wasn't setting you up for a plug, but I appreciate it.
Avery and Bryant, they're great. Not to throw anybody else out there, but I also use Chuck Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. And I lean on you for what you bring, the creativity.
Yeah.
It makes a difference because it's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna pay for your services
For sure,
because I know you got what I want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when I think about it, I'm really going in there like, I wonder what Thomas has.
Yeah.
I wonder what Thomas has for me today. What idea did he come up with? But I think the nursing thing was good.
Yeah.
I think collectively we worked on that and came to a great video.
And it was real. You're not going to believe this, but the moment you called me, and I remember sitting down, and I was on a lake on a boat, and you mentioned you had this, and we literally just talked about the whole thing right then and there. And you're like, yeah, I can go pick up some scrubs and pick up a stethoscope. Stethoscope. I can go get a stethoscope.
Yeah, but I just think that that's by far my favorite.
Yeah. That was really
good.
Cool. I really liked that one, especially just how efficient it was because, we already knew. And then there was you just trust the process from when you hire professionals.
Yeah.
A lot of that can be said for folks who pay for not hiring. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You pay for not hiring professionals. So as a real estate agent, do you feel like sometimes you have to suggest or advocate to your clients on maybe why you're getting a certain service? Or do you ever have to justify, hey, this is the percentage and here's why? Or at this point, are people saying, hey, Alishia, let's do it, whatever, let's just sign it? Do you still have an advocate? It's been a while since I bought a home, but.
So I have a menu of services.
Okay. Is this the part you okay with us stealing? Is this going to be like secret
fine.
sauce?
I mean,
you give all your stuff away anyway. I don't even.
I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't care.
Yeah.
Is your menu my menu? I might
That's
not
true.
tell you what's on my menu.
That's right. We want to know what's on the menu, okay?
Do what you do, boo.
Look, we want to know what's on the menu.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's different services on the menu. I mean, I offer things that I'm not going to say other agents don't offer, but it may be on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
Mine isn't case-by-case. It's what you choose.
For sure.
I have a lawn care service that goes out. I have a cleaning service that goes out. I have great photography.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. Great videography with the photography.
Come on with it.
So you have that. What else? Because there is something else. Staging with Tony. Like Tony's awesome. Tony's my stager. I don't switch it up. I really stay where I stay.
Yeah.
And I just offer these things, and majority of them I pay for because I believe in my service.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, you're doing more. it baffles me because you do way more. I'm not going to say, let's say we got this space right here. I mean, obviously you can come in, take a couple cell phones, wall, and be good to go. But you do way more than what you do more than what other agents do on your properties, which I always find fascinating. And obviously I like it because I can do something cool in there. Like, maybe like for the land piece, as short as that was, just highlighting land. Like you do a ton for your and this is not like an Alishia Freeman promo video or anything, but you do
we do a
extra.
lot together.
Yeah.
And he did say do.
Okay, that was pretty good. But you do a lot for your clients.
Yeah. My thing is, I think that no matter what the price point is, if they choose that, I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing. You can't delegate who gets what based on price point.
Yeah.
And I tell clients, I'm not a price picker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do what you want done for your property, and I want to showcase it the best way that I can.
How do you educate them or suggest things? So can you kind of walk me through, I'm a person, you got my name from, I don't know, Cool Whip, Banana, Jay, I don't know. And now I need to have a conversation or consultation with you. What does that look like initially starting out?
So majority of my clients, like I say, they're referrals. So I'm getting them from other agents.
Okay.
So there's a third party introducing.
Got you.
And then I always, make the consultation. I have a seller's guide and a buyer's guide.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you those, didn't I?
You did.
I did.
Not send it in my other email, but you gave it to me. Tried to turn it around.
In some way, I did send it.
You absolutely did, yes.
Thank you.
Maybe. I have to verify. I'm going to verify.
Okay, verify.
Yeah,
because I know I did.
I'm sure you did.
But then I meet with the clients either at the office or typically it's somewhere public the first time,
Because of weird folks?
Yeah, weird folks.
What, you scared somebody going to kidnap you? Is that why why
They
not go to their
definitely
house?
wouldn't want to kidnap me. I'm not the one you want to kidnap.
I think that...
I might like it.
Yeah, I think that for my kids, when I see kids going missing, I'm like, y'all know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, if they try to kidnap August, they going to come right back.
You asking for an issue.
They're running that right back.
If you just want some reps, I'll give you some reps. But you always go public with a person first, whether it's a coffee shop or something.
Right. Or I take a trainee with me.
Okay.
Because we have a mentor program with my brokerage.
Got you.
So I always try to, or my husband's with me. Somebody's always with me if I go to the house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want to provide the services, let them know what the services are. I give people a lot of leeway, too. I'm not like
regard?
sign today.
Okay.
I'm not that girl.
Because whether they see the value or not,
it is what it is.
You now know.
Like, this is what I'm giving you. You either want it or you don't, because I'm not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a mind frame that I think a lot of agents need.
And how do you know if you're for the person? Are you picking up on something or somebody telling you something in regards of that sales process?
Yeah, sometimes
initially?
the things that you want they're not cohesive. They don't work.
For other than saying, hey, I want to list this for 300 and you're like, it's only worth 215.
With that, you come up with a plan.
Okay.
You come up with a plan of action because this is the biggest sale or the biggest purchase of somebody's life. So I can't make their mind frame change if they're already stuck.
So how do you, I guess, what are some...
How do I know if I'm vibing with somebody or not? Correct.
What are those signs that some agents can probably pick up on?
Character flaws are a lot. Like, if a guy is not on real estate but on something else, you kind of know that's not going to work.
Got you. This is usually whether you're out at their home or in public, regardless.
Yeah, they don't care.
Okay.
You know that's not going to work.
Dang. Okay.
Don't care about their roaring or nothing.
Man, let me just show you the master bedroom here real quick. Let me show you the secondary.
You don't have to.
Dang. You're like, you know what? You hit them with one of them police, we'll be right. You know what?
I'm not hitting you at all.
Oh, you could just go dip.
Because if I touch you, you definitely won't know what that means. You're going to like, she's with it.
Yeah, so you just
she's
dip.
with it. No, I got to go.
Okay. Now, if we're going to role play for this for a hot second, we're conversating. We're not vibing yet, but we're having the conversation and somebody makes, and I'm the other person, I make the remark, how are you as an agent getting out of there? How are you getting out of there?
I am basically saying, this is what we've discussed. You let me know what you're thinking. I'll get back with you. We'll have a discussion.
Okay. You ain't just, hey, bro, this ain't gonna work out. Deuces. And then they grab you by the arm.
I mean, but sometimes you do have to be stern. I'm a very stern, like.
Don't get it twisted.
Please don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Don't do that. That's the worst thing you could do. I'm very stern, and I'm just how I am. And the good thing about me is that real estate is not my bread and butter. It's not how I eat.
You provide such a great service, I would almost think it was.
I know.
So I commend you.
Thank you.
I commend you.
Thank you. But yeah, having dual careers, it helps me to alleviate from the need.
Yeah.
the need.
We're going to go into that one. That one's going to be literally the last point that I bring up because I kind of want you to debunk some of that stuff as well.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Oof.
Okay.
I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
All right, so you're in the sales process. We're going to flip it. Let's say the vibe is going well now. So at this point, the first conversation, what are you doing in that first meeting with them?
We're laughing.
Okay.
We're talking. We're really getting to know each other because that's important. You want to feel comfortable with whom you're giving this responsibility to. And you need to know with that comfortability that that person is willing to listen to you as your professional. You're being a professional.
Yeah.
You know, I need to know you're going to listen to me. You can tell. You can tell when people are going to be hard-headed.
Do you mostly see it from like older folks, or it just also mixed all the way through? Okay.
All the way through.
Dang.
I've had somebody, this was back in my Lowe's days, born the same year as me, would not give me his social security number because he wanted a credit card at Lowe's. He would not give me a social. He pointed to a white girl. He said, I'll give it to her.
Wow.
And I'm not giving it to you. And I was a manager.
Dang.
Yeah. So no, that doesn't have age, race, religion. It does not matter. They come from all sides, honey.
So in the first conversation, y'all laugh, y'all vibe. What are you doing after that? Are you saying, hey, are you asking then? Like, hey, is it something you think you want to do? Because, I mean, unless you're setting up a next action day, what are you doing next to see if y'all going to rock?
Most of the people that I deal with are ready.
Tracking, okay.
They're already ready. They might have a time frame that's different. I've met with people who want to list, but they want to list 6 months down the road.
Is that normal?
Yeah, that can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people, if you think about it, they want to move during school years, depending on their kids, or if they're PCSing, things like that. They know 2 or 3 months in advance.
Got you.
So yeah, so I have the guide. The seller's guide tells them everything.
So you're
how to prepare.
You're giving them that regard. Okay, so let me back up slightly. So put yourself in a frame of maybe somebody is maybe just doing that initial interview, and they're talking to a person. They don't know or how do you know if that person is going to sign that buyer's agreement, like, or sell it? I don't know the agreement form.
I don't make them sign as soon as I meet them.
Okay.
I give them that.
So how do you know if they're? How do you know if you got the job?
Because if they come back, I know. If they keep reaching out, I know.
You just give them all the value that they need, just so
you're gonna go with who you want to go with. If I provided and you go with somebody else who didn't, that's on you. Don't ask me questions later.
So, even though I had a great experience with you, Alishia,
I actually think I'm going through that situation right now.
Yeah. So you gave out all the value. You're maybe great to talk to. You are great to talk to.
Thank you.
But then you're like, when you're ready, I feel like you said that in one of your videos, I think. But when you're ready, I'm ready, or something like that. But you're just gonna give them the value and just see what happens. That's kind of like your approach.
Listen, I'm not begging. I'm not calling you 15 times. It's not happening. I'm a busy lady.
Yeah.
I got plenty I could be doing. When you're ready, I'm ready.
Come on with it.
That's how we do it over here.
Yeah.
I mean, there are agents that call weekly and that they're good with that and they're successful with that. I know plenty that cold call.
Yeah.
I am never cold calling.
Ever.
Never. I will mop the ocean before I cold call.
You give me that doggone
anybody.
Pacific Ocean.
Give it here.
Give me that Pacific.
Yeah, I'm not cold calling anyone.
Man. So outside, somebody randomly reaching out to you, you're just gonna go through your same process, and they're just gonna let you know if hey, Alishia, cool. Hey, what's next? That lets you kind of know. Cool.
Yeah, like if they know they need some help with their credit or something, I get them to the person they need to be with, which is the lovely Phyllis Rogers. She's the only one. And we work it out. She tells me when they're ready, and then we start the process if they actually want to start it.
Got you. How far or how much needs to be done before it makes sense for somebody to find an agent to, I guess, sign the document? I mean, I guess you can.
They have to be ready. That's all you're waiting on is for them to be ready for that commitment.
Them committed, not necessarily all of these ducks are in a row. The money here, my dog is put up because he's gonna be moving. Like you're just saying mentally, Alishia, I'm ready. Okay.
Yeah, Because everything will fall in alignment once you realize you're ready.
Yeah.
You're going to do what's needed to get what you want.
Got you. So you have the meeting. You give them the buyer's guide, regardless if they sign or not. That's just a recap of what y'all discussed. And then what's next? Say they do say, yes, let's rock and roll. I guess from a buyer, somebody's buying a home. Yeah, somebody buying a home. What does that process then look like?
So when they say, Alishia, we're ready, we want to move forward, then I send them a list of lenders.
Okay.
I have 3 that I send. I have more than 3 lenders, and I have a rotation.
Yeah.
But it depends on what they need.
Oh, it goes back into what you learned on the front end.
Right. If I know you need down payment assistance, that's a different set of lenders than if you're VA. That's a different set of lenders. So there's an ebb and flow.
With so many different scenarios in every single stage, you've done a lot of training from looking at all them letters on your name. What?
My friends say I'm the Thanos.
Shoot, you doggone got all the rings.
I want it all. And I got 3 more pending.
Man. So the most recent one that I saw, and I guess this is the one that everybody would typically know, is that you end up getting your brokerage license. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you recently do something else? Or is this...
I capped.
What's capped mean?
So that means that I sold enough within the brokerage to not pay into the brokerage.
All your money in your pocket now.
And
Come on with it. Come on with it. Heck yeah. So,
but you would have to understand, and you've seen it, but the trajectory that my business has taken. So this year, I more than doubled what I did last year.
You gonna just keep giving me the alley-oop, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. So with all the stuff that you do, a lot of people dump on agents that do it part-time, whether it's for selflessness reasons or saying, if they ain't full-time now, you better XYZ. I just want to put the disclaimer, I'm not an agent either way. I'm just here to conversate and ask the questions. But you've been founded to be successful to do both the civilian side or the regular life stuff and the agent stuff, and also been able to give a great experience with it. I'll keep going back to that point. How are you able to do that, and what is your perception or idea, or why do you think people may? So kind of give me all the things, because I'm sure you may have heard it once or twice. Go
This
ahead.
won't stay.
It will. Okay.
He broke it.
Okay. Hold on, gotta get it better. There we go. I have to get a better grip on it.
Okay.
That better?
Yes. Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay.
So I'm sure you heard that once or twice.
Yes. So I am fortunate enough to have a salary position with my W-2 is what I like to call it.
With it.
A wonderful W-2. And with that, it allows me the time to perform both simultaneously. I'm not set to a metrics, so I don't necessarily have to be there in the time, like a 7 to 4.
Right.
I can work till 12 in the morning.
That's what we were saying. You doggone send an email back at 12. I told you I was going to send you the email, didn't I?
I will. And for my clients, I'm always sending scheduled messages.
Yeah.
So they'll get them at like 8 in the morning.
How great. Well, okay, you're on an Android. We're not having that discussion.
Android has always had it. Like my Samsung, I've been doing that for years. So it wasn't that I got an update or a new phone.
Shout out to the updates, though.
Yeah, until you need a new phone because your updates won't work right.
I told you we weren't going to do this today. Told you we weren't going to be doing this today. You going to say, you ain't got to live here. I do.
But I will say that it's the work ethic. I'm not saying that it's easy. It's not easy. My broker, Keisha Walker, that is a plug. She listens to me a lot.
Yeah. You didn't even shut out your brokerage. We kind of went. We hinted that you do real estate.
Yeah.
But you know,
they know me. They know I'm with Dawn Realty and Associates.
There we go.
There's no questioning that. You're lucky I don't have on a Dawn shirt right now.
I was gonna say that secondly. I was like, they ain't like you to not have the gold on and the blue and whatnot. Okay, so for somebody that's doing it part time, so we'll kind of get back into it because this is one of probably the biggest topics that an agent can't be part time and still service their clients great.
Right. So I don't gatekeep from my clients that I have another position. A lot of agents are scared to state that they have another source of income.
Mm-hmm.
I've found that people find that intriguing, that you can do both.
Yeah.
So I personally think that agents should be more upfront about it.
Say
it out loud.
Do you think it hurts, or well, obviously for you it obviously helps, but do you think there's a perception that comes with that people are like, she can't be doing good if she's doing both a part-time and a real estate agent job, or but like you mentioned, it allows you to have the comfortability to say, hey, if you want to work together or not, great.
Yeah.
You now have the information.
It does. And for that, I'm thankful. That's why I'm keeping it for as long as I can. I can say no. I can say no to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care at your house is $1.5 million. You're an asshole.
Right. Like, you have to make my experience bad. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't want my name on that.
Man. Have you ever had any situations where you can probably say that because I was part-time, maybe you hindered some opportunities, or that maybe somebody saw it in a different light? Maybe it kept you from a listing or something?
Yeah, I would probably say so.
Yeah. That's kind of where you would maybe give one.
Yeah, and I just move on to the next one.
Oh, dang. Say less. You don't stay on it at all, do you?
No, I don't.
What's the point?
I can't dwell on stuff like that when I have a whole business. I've got other clients that deserve my attention.
Yeah.
And I can't fall into, a depression over one.
With there being so many ebbs and flows of real estate, how do you not associate emotions to some of this stuff? Like,
oh, you do.
Okay.
You do. That stuff I can let go.
Okay. But I'm saying in regards to, oh man, we're under contract, we're good to go now. 2 weeks later, I went and bought a new couch. Alishia, you like my new couch? And then the whole thing fell through because they went and bought big stuff.
I'm going to talk bad to you.
Okay. I'm going to let you hear about it. Because at this point, you've already built a connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
My clients know me.
Yeah.
I have clients, past clients, current clients. They'll text me like, why are you up at 11 o'clock? Go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They text me.
Yeah.
They're
that's so nice that you've been able to build that, even from like strangers that you didn't have to chat with.
Absolutely. And those are the types of relationships and partnerships that I want. Like, I'm not just doing you a favor. You're feeding my family.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a number to me.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. That's a real thing. People will toss you to the side after the sale's done. Like, why would you do that?
I will say, as a recruiter, and this is the only experience I have in sales, but and maybe you can give me some tips. I will say that the service after, is that what's called, the service after the sale, or sale after the service, or whatever that case is, that after part was very difficult for me because I knew the fact that I was going to see them once a month. And if they text me, great, I'll answer it. But in regards to just randomly being like, what up, Freeman? How's it going? And I could equate it because I'm so busy or whatever the case may be. But that part has always been difficult afterwards, even though I gave them a great experience and service on the front end. So how do you find the time to do the...
Most of them are my Facebook friends.
Okay.
So it's easy. You keep up. Like, I had a past client this weekend. She put, after all these hours, I finally got my sink fixed. And I was like, why didn't I get a phone call?
Okay.
I put that underneath the post because I'm like,
yeah, I'm going to let you hear about it.
Checking my phone to see why I didn't get a call.
Yeah.
With the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Like, hey.
Because my experience with Lowe's helps me to help them a little bit different.
Did you ever do the dirty part of it, or were you still just on the design?
Absolutely. Okay. No, I did dirty. You don't work in a place like that and not do dirty. A customer doesn't care that nobody's in plumbing today. They're coming down to where the sink's at.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a plumber now. And they're dragging your ass all the way over to plumbing.
I'm going to show you why I need
let me
help.
show you this. Yeah. So, no, I don't know. I mean, I didn't say this, but I designed kitchens for a long time at Lowe's. But, no, that led to me knowing the rough and the fashion in plumbing and electrical. So, I don't know all of it.
For sure.
I know enough of it to where you ain't pulling one past me.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to, I guess, because you're able to even give the information that you can for clients that maybe want to get their first home, but it's a bit of a rougher home.
Right. Yeah. Now, I stay in my lane.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I know, what I don't know.
Right.
But I'm always going to tell you to get a professional.
Got you. So you give just enough to where you make them feel comfortable off rip, but like at the end of the day, I got 3 contracts.
I got some.
Yeah.
I got somebody for you.
Yeah.
L&D Investment Properties, LLC.
Mm-hmm. What's so clutch about that, even though even though you do the real estate stuff, there's other things your clients can get from you.
Yes.
Outside of just being a real estate agent. So what are some of the things you felt like, I don't know, even friends that may need to wait a year because you're maybe helping them on your credit. Are there other things that you do for your clients or help them with or push them in the line of direction of that you've seen?
So I had a friend. She waited like a year. She told me. She's like, I'm going to wait about a year. You know what we did?
What's that?
We went to a brunch and open houses.
Just go check them out. See all the things.
Buzzed.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go look at these houses on this Sunday from 2 to 4.
Yeah.
How many you want to go look at?
What y'all doing from 2 to 4 anyway?
I like to do mine 11 to 1 or 12 to 2.
Because with so many houses on 2 to 4.
I want to be different.
Can you do it Thursday?
Yeah. People do during the week.
Okay, you can do them whenever.
Mm-hmm. You can do them whenever.
With there being so many out there.
It's just that more people are available on Sundays after church.
After the Lord's house. Okay.
You got to think about it.
That makes sense. So, yeah, definitely during the week from 6:30 to 8:30, let yourself in. It's a vacant home.
It's not a let yourself in.
It's a vacant
Don't do that to your clients' homes.
Please don't take
do
the
it. Let
copper.
yourself in.
Don't take the copper out the walls. Please, Lord.
Oh, they will.
Oof. So with some of these neighborhoods that you're in, a lot of the times people have these perceived values, and this is more so from a person looking to buy a home. Let's say the home we were just recently in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The home was great. Shout out to Tony, and obviously whoever the other person was in the home. Anyway, the home was great, but actually that neighborhood wasn't bad either. But let's say the one out there in Pine Bluff where you have the three lots. To me, because I've been tainted by the good things in life, that neighborhood looked rough. The neighborhood looked rough. But to people over there in that area, it's another day waking up, putting my clothes on. How do you explain to somebody that you have a home, or I'll kind of put you on the spot here, you have a home that's in their price point. The neighborhood isn't the best neighborhood in the world, but you can see potential in either them kind of building up in it or whatever the case may be. How do you do that? How do you navigate that?
I don't talk about neighborhoods because I don't know how you grew up.
Okay. I always stereotype, so I try to assume.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what you can handle and what you can't. You might have that chopper.
Okay. Actually, Alicia, I want to buy all 3 of them. I want to buy the block.
I want to buy the block.
I want to buy the block because I know if somebody come crazy.
And then you don't know how someone's vision works.
Is it even important that you do, or you just present it like, hey, here's an option as well?
You either want it or you don't. With me, I don't. That's a big misconception, is that real estate agents sell houses.
Mm-hmm.
I assist with the transaction of the house that you pick. I'm not selling you anything.
Dang. Handling all more so the process. The process.
Yes. You solely get to pick this house. I am not talking you into a house because I want to go to sleep with my conscience very clear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anybody saying, Alicia, talk me into this house.
Now you got buyer's remorse.
Now you have buyer's remorse and you pissed at me.
Mm-hmm. Had an awful experience, and the whole point about it is Alicia just out here trying to help with the transaction. Just trying to help the transaction.
No, you're not going to say I talked you into a house.
Dang. So with somebody looking to buy a house, you have so many red flags. You see all the stories about agents and they get lost in a Shoney's, whatever the case may be. You know what a Shoney's is?
I know what Shoney's is.
Okay. What are some of the things that clients need to look out for or consider before they work with an agent?
I think you should interview more than one to see what their benefits are, because everyone's different.
Benefits.
Yes. Benefits as in time.
Okay. Perks, resources.
Time, what they offer. Like for my buyers, what I do for my buyers that a lot of people don't, I have their house clean.
Okay.
Before they move in.
The house that they bought. Okay, that's clutch.
so that they can just move
Little
in
nugget
and
there.
unpack.
Yeah.
I think it's important, and I pay for that.
Dang.
It's not in my professional fee.
And you not the one cleaning it either, huh?
I will.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, look, I sure will if I need to, if need be.
I mean, the person that does the cleaning service, I know her, Ascend Ventures. Thank you.
You're giving a lot of plugs out here today.
I have a lot of people that support my business.
Yeah.
And have made it successful.
Mm-hmm. That's so awesome. Man, that's awesome. So they need to interview multiple agents.
Multiple agents.
And what are they needing to find out other than, what are their perks? So I know Alishia has all these things that she can offer me. Do I need to now compare that to my next agent?
You can compare it, but you also have to see if you vibe with them
Okay.
the same way. Like a vibe with a buyer is totally different than a vibe with a seller.
Okay.
Because with the buyer, you're going places, you're looking at these things, you're with them more
That's right.
than you are with a seller. Seller's vibe is very important, but with buyers, you really have to make sure you mesh.
Yeah.
Because with buyers, you also have to be willing to see the vision of what they want.
Got you. Okay. And that also comes from that very beginning, understanding all the things. Ooh.
Yeah.
So it's important that you go kiki and all that good
Kiki,
stuff
kiki,
and
kiki,
do the
kiki.
brunches.
And you
all
have
that
to
stuff.
ask them, what are your deal breakers?
What's a deal breaker? Like
Do you
I don't want her to be.
countertops? Do you
We
have
ain't
to
had
have
that doggone
hardwood
bowl in
flooring?
the doggone stove. You can take that water bowl, spout off the back, and see
Do
if
you
that'll lower the
have
price.
to have a pot filler? Yes, Alishia does have to have a pot filler.
Shoot, you
If it's over I'll do better. If it's over $400,000 and it does not have a pot filler, my funds will not be in that purchase.
if you look at inflation, $250,000 homes from 2020 are now worth almost $400.
Pot filler.
Okay. All I'm saying is pot filler, baby.
All I'm saying is pot filler.
So they found out which agent they want to go with, or they went and talked to 3. All of them service or can help with 3 different things. And they talk about what their deal breakers were, whether it's, I mean, what is it? What are the deal breakers associated to? Their experience with the agent, or what about the home?
Some people care how long an agent has been an agent. The deal breakers are more with homes.
Okay.
But with the agent aspect, like, you may care how long they've been doing it. You may care how many homes they've actually sold. You may care about the reviews. You like my
how
clients,
they do their marketing.
My clients love me, but they don't do reviews.
Mm-hmm.
My Google reviews.
Dang.
They love me. Maybe not 1 or 2.
You know what you need to get? This is a shout out to, I don't know if I have affiliate with Nice Job yet, but I think I'm going to try to get a affiliate. But Nice Job, and you may have gotten these after your transactions with us. Initially, there was like an automated text that sends out that plugs into basically your back end system of whatever you use, whether it's Google or Square, or if you have a calendar and somebody's booking your.
I've never received that.
Well, you've already left us a review, so that's probably why you haven't done it. But with Nice Job,
I've been a very loyal Avery and Bryant
she have us out there.
participant.
She have us
since
out there.
the moment I jumped into real estate.
She have us out there in Pine Bluff, and this is where I've learned to partake into what a 9mm was. I learned that not all dogs are bad, but not all dogs go to heaven. And so
I will have you know that Gerald took you to Pine Bluff way before I did. Okay, so
Gerald and Lakeisha keep me.
right, they keep you.
Just
in
give
Pine
me
Bluff.
another resident
Why
over
you
there or
trying to put
something.
that on me?
Just give me a little resident over there, man. So they find out the deal breakers, but what's going to determine? I mean, do they need to like look at? All right, cool. At 3 strikes, I'm out for each of these agents with deal breakers. Do they need to have a list of
No,
things?
I've already said the deal breakers for the home, not more.
Well,
so
you
the
said for the
agent.
agent. I mean, it could be associated to it.
I think we started talking about something else.
You changed and talked
I
about.
did. I'm good at that.
So I'm gonna bring you back in.
Bring me back.
Somebody is buying the home. They
Mhm.
need to find an agent.
Mhm.
We talked about at least look at 3 or multiple.
Right.
You said multiple. Look at the perks or the resources that they offer. And then after that, determine what. At this point, should I have all the information I need to say I want to go with them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is typically that quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard.
That seems relatively easy.
Yeah.
Okay. We good. Just making sure my clock was still clocking. Okay, so when you decide to do extra training to learn all of these things, because I kind of want to highlight one of your expertise about whether you've been in the game for a long time or not, but you do love continuous training. Whether you love it or not, you're doing it.
Yeah.
So why is that so important, and what value do you think that brings?
So coming from the world of retail, if you worked in any retail space, you know you're going to the training room to do some trainings. Like, it's just,
Or to get yelled at.
It's just the way it is. Like, have you done your trainings? It's overdue, you know. And still being in the corporate world in some capacity, I still get that. I missed a training in March, but I made it up.
You had other stuff going on.
I had other stuff going on.
You busy.
Selling. And so I found that it kind of keeps your brain fresh to what's new, what's going on. And especially with all the stuff going on in real estate with the lawsuits and stuff like that.
Yeah, shame on y'all.
Shame on them.
I don't know who the shame needs to be pushed to.
This started way before I got into real estate.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how long it takes for a class action suit to get to trial?
Come on, I've class action so many suits before.
Yeah.
You know, so many suits. I can't even get into the names because so many.
AT&T.
No, I'm slick curious now. What's the AT&T one?
I was joking.
Okay. You saw the class action shoot with a. Okay. I can't even get my talking mess out.
Though. I had one with TransUnion. I got a nice little $10 check or something.
What about the one with Wells Fargo? Did you hear about that one?
No, I didn't get that one. I've never banked with them.
What about the M5 headphones?
Nope, never had those.
What about mesothelioma? That was another one.
Nope, never had mesothelioma.
God, I tell you what, that commercial is the only one that I've seen that played everywhere in the world for at least 30 years, and I'm 30 now. And I don't know if anybody's got any money from it or if they haven't found all the people. But mesothelioma, shout out to Big Pharma, I guess. You know? So with somebody wanting to get more information from you, to talk to you, to know what makes you tick, or maybe they just want to go get tipsy with you and have some brunch mimosas, what can they do, or what do you suggest somebody do?
Oh, to reach me?
Yeah.
Go to my
go
to any of my social media platforms. I put all my information on there every single day. But I am Listings with Alishia. What else? My phone number is 501-772-5897. You can reach me at alicia@dawnrealty.homes. But mostly my social media platforms, you can just hit that follow, hit that IM box, the DM.
Just hit you up.
Hit me up.
All together. And if you also want to know why we're able to do this, because I tell people all the time, it's easy to steal. Stealing isn't the hard part. The hard part is determining who you want to steal from. Unlike Android that stole a lot of services from Apple.
Even though we put them out 2 years before Apple does.
Even because of what they've done to us, I think it's always better that you steal from your friends because they're right there. You don't have to worry about anything extra. You can just, hey, let me get this from you. That's the whole preface of why we're here today. So remember, if you're going to do anything and you think about it long and hard, consider stealing from your friends. And don't forget to do all the other stuff you're supposed to do on social media, like subscribe, all it. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And if you have any questions, let us know. Alicia's information will be down in the bio. Peace.
Thank you.
That was good.
That was good.
You did great.
Thank you. You did awesome.